Hello, beautiful, and welcome. We're going to be going over first the astrology for the month of March. Then we're going to go ahead and get into a collective reading. We're going to be going over chakra energy and any, what was the better word that we come up with? Emotional event that's attached to it. And then why Spirit wants you to address it, plus your guidance. We have tarot for that. We will get into energy messages, so just reading the energy. We'll have guidance. Um, those are affirmations with yoga poses. And then I'm going to go through and pull from the oracle deck for each zodiac, just a message from Spirit for you. We'll get in a stone for you guys, or a couple, and then a prayer. Like you close out with that. I will be, um, I will post the associated workbook exercises in the community tab. Hold on, I think for somebody that is the radio too loud. Hold on, I'm gonna go turn that down a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Sorry, I think it was too loud for somebody. Alright. Alrighty. That being said, I am going to be putting the associated workbook exercises for the chakra energy. I don't know why I keep saying wound. Um, but so hopefully that's not a big focus. But given the energies in the collective lately and what me and my other light workers have been working with, and we're doing shadow work, probably is a wound, right? We'll find out. But yeah, the associated workbook exercises will be in the community tab. Alrighty. Before we do that, though, I am going to get into the astrology and the energies associated. Reminder from Spirit for some of the collective here: throwing intentions at people is not not nice. Throwing bad intentions at somebody is a form of spell work, by the way. So don't do that dark magic, yo. All right, so for the astrology, I hope, was anybody else here able to see the planet parade? It's an alignment going on. Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Mercury, Saturn, and Venus all being visible there in the sky. I unfortunately wasn't able to see it in person. I had to view it online. But I'm going to see if I can get a glimpse at it. Hello, welcome. Right now, so we've got for March, Mercury is going to be in Pisces. Retrograde starts on the 15th, and that's going to go until April 7th. Venus is in Aries. Retrograde started yesterday, and that is going to last until April 12th. Mars is in Cancer. It finally went direct a couple days ago. Jupiter is in Gemini. It's direct. Saturn is in Pisces, also direct. Uranus is in Taurus, direct. Neptune is in Pisces, direct, and it is going to move into Aries on March 30th and stay there until October 22nd. Pluto will remain in Aquarius, direct. The 13th and 14th of March, we have the full moon total eclipse in Virgo, and the March 29th, we have a partial solar eclipse with Aries. This energy, we've got aligning yourself, channeling the messages from Spirit for the collective, aligning yourself in life with destiny. We've got confidence through connection. Spirit really wants to hone in Pisces, this energy, just making sure that you feel confident in your connection with Spirit, with listening to the divine, and your purpose you have from them. We've got Saturn and Pisces, Spirit causing you to review self, past emotional wounds that affect us. We've got healing and release, review of 3D situations and effect on emotional state. These are people, places, situations that you put yourself in. Hello, friends. Hi, welcome. That you feel energy afterwards that is either draining or negative. For some of you, finding out that, people that you thought were in your corner were actually, let's just, jealousy demons for a lot of people taking over as you're doing better in life, things like that, where they started wishing hate on you or doing bad on you. That's not for everybody, but it has been brought up in the collective. A lot of these dark energies. Um, we have releasing or changing people or situations that put us in lower energies and frequencies. And then the accountability with self and reflection. So you can learn the lessons while closing out these chapters. Um, Saturn's all about accountability and growth through these lessons so you don't have to repeat them. Even if you leave a person, if you don't change the behavior, um, you risk repeating that cycle again. We got Mars direct in Cancer, and thank goodness for that, although it is still out of bounds until April. So the energy of Mars going direct while Cancer's a feminine, you know what I mean? Mars isn't doing the best in Cancer, it usually doesn't. Um, but going direct, it's actually, we've gotten past struggles and forward motion in life. While retrograde, Spirit asks us to review comfort and masculine energy, how we give, receive, and embrace it. And then safety and the emotional release and shadow work for the male collective. Then with it going direct, how emotional fluidity adds to the ability to take action. When you're able to process through the energies, um, where is this one? Sesame. Alright, hi. Sorry, I was reading this. Getting caught up. But how emotional fluidity adds to the ability to take action and use and embrace authority. Collective aggressiveness and agitation should ease, especially as we get into April and people are more confident in walking in an emotional peace. Somebody's going to tap into a new strength this month after they remove an emotional block. We've got Venus retrograde in Aries, reevaluating love, your heart chakra healing, how we view, express, and feel love for one, ourselves, and to others. How open are you to receiving love, blessings, and messages? Spirit wanting us to address times that we've blocked ourselves in life from blessings. Addressing any emotional trauma blocks or intentional blocks you've placed on yourself, not allowing yourself to open up, self-worth and self-love wounds, removing any lack mindset or blocks, looking into love languages for people here. Reading up on those will help you tap into a deeper understanding of yourself. Some of you just repeat love the way that you were shown it instead of really understanding what your soul needs to thrive. Right, that came out. Hey, y'all. All right, Mercury retrograde in Pisces. What's up, boo? I have no idea what that is. I don't know if I want to know what that is. It's all about energy. Yes, Nick. Hi, Tony. All right. Mercury retrograde in Pisces starts the 15th. Reflecting on communication with spirit. Past signs and messages where one, you've listened, and two, you didn't. Spirit just really wants you to fine tune that connection this year with them. Especially this month. For those of you that can do the fine tuning this month, it really sets you up for the whole year. Others of you, based on energy that you put in it, it's going to be throughout the year that you're able to finish your fine tuning. Focusing on energy and differences in the connections. How it felt when you listened versus when you didn't, for those who are just starting out and learning energy. And reflecting on self, past wound, giving new perception on self and growth, rethinking communication with self and energy you put on yourself, words changing, emotional, mental, and physical self, what we think, speak, we create. So just making sure you are reasserting in life that you can do the things. We've got a previous conversation coming back around for review for some of the collective here. It leads to a self-worth wound at root. And then the last planet that we have changing is Neptune. As I said, it's direct and it's going to move from Pisces to Aries March 30th until October 22nd. We're addressing emotional wounds and spiritual blocks in communication, spiritual strengths gained from past lessons. Whether you listened or not in the past to spirit, you learned a connection with it, right? Reflecting on that and doing better with it. Being able to remove final blocks and fine tune intuition, energetic, and spiritual communication by the final degree of Pisces. So this month is good for you guys. And then with that final degree, that emphasis on comfort taking action based on intuition and spiritual communication. So it's big on getting fine tuned and in the groove with spirit this month. All right, if you're interested in the collective work, shadow work, these are the journal prompts Spirit have for you guys. There's a couple. We will get into the reading, I promise. It's just going to be a little bit longer. So, your first one is most recent situation or relationship that was lower frequency, and Spirit wants you to think on what two energies stand out the most. Examples being like anger, sadness, dark. What lessons did you learn? How does this prepare you to avoid cycles like that in the future? Just doing recognition with that. The second one is how does emotional fluidity add to the ability to take action and use or embrace authority? Number 3 is how do you view, express, and feel love towards yourself? 4, how do you view, express, and feel love towards others? 5, name one time you blocked yourself from receiving love. How and why? Name one time, and it could be something simple as just being tapped out for the day. Something as simple as an interaction with a child when they wanted a hug, and you were like, nah, because I can't. And we've all been there, but you have rejected love. Hi, Robin. Well, that's awesome. Mine's all over the place as far as how I speak, so no judgment here. All right. One time you blocked yourself from receiving a gift. How or why? For some of you, this gift comes in the form of people. 7, how open are you now to receiving love and blessings? Just an honest review. 8, a time you listened to intuition, signs, and spirit's guidance. What were the signs, feelings, messages? What happened because you listened? Making sure to write down those feelings specifically. 9, oh, I'm sorry, I do need a sip. My bad. 9, a time you didn't listen to your intuition, signs, or spirit's guidance. What signs, feelings, and messages did you ignore or talk yourself out of? What happened because you didn't listen? Number 10, do you feel comfortable and confident listening to divine guidance and intuition? Why or why not? 11, how is your spiritual strength stronger or weaker because of previous lessons? 12, how is your spiritual communication stronger or weaker because of previous lessons? Those of you acknowledging that some of you put a block, you always have doubt or fear, especially for those of us that have trauma wounds where we didn't listen and our life was put into jeopardy because of it. 13, create a daily affirmation. And the example Spirit gave is, I am connected to the divine and trust in my connection. All right, so that gets through the shadow work. The collective on that. I'm going to go through this and see what we need. It's just a lot. I feel bad. I know everybody wants to get to the reading. All right, so there are a couple of collective messages that came through. Those of you that are newer to the ascension process, your messages for being newer to either healing, which is part of the ascension process, and then there's like the next level where you started the healing and you're on the spiritual ascension. So these are for my level oneers, more starting outers. Recognition and self. I have to start with self. I have everything within me to be happy. Your best self and your best life. Spirit is proud of you, trying to move you over the course of this year to destined life. The more you work with, the more you lean on Spirit, the more you choose this, the more they want to work with you, guide you, and get you on that best path again. Some of you guys have anointings that you walked away from. Gratitude to move you from spiritual poverty. Just especially those who are new and moving from that. That lack as you're trying to connect more. Thank you for my lessons. Thank you for my blessings. Thank you for removing the bad in my life. Those of us who are having things cut away in life, it's hard to stay grateful when you're like, yeah, but I just lost my boyfriend or my girlfriend, and I lost my friends won't talk to me, and it's like the Spirit was like that's an old life. It had to go. Um, you're having this Tower Phoenix rebirth this year. For some of you, like I said, this is your second rebirth, as in you've already done the healing work, and now you're doing you started on the spiritual path more, as far as energy, gifts, and connections. Uh, Spirit asking you to shield yourself daily. Um, Those are that are further along the process where you already incorporate the healing work on a regular basis, and you've done many ascension thingies. You know what I mean? So you're a little farther along. Questioning, trusting your ability to listen to the divine. Spirit says, please don't do that. That doubt will interfere with ability to receive message. You have a wound that you've already healed once on a good level, but you haven't fully let it. And it allows doubt into your energy, your chakra, and it blocks a lot of your energetic gifts and what you could actually accomplish, as well as connections. Um, Remember your growth and strength. Shield daily. Your intentions are important in energy being sent towards you or from you and to you. This has to do with the reciprocity or um, feeding yourself. Especially somebody who is tapping into a new ability right now. You need to address that wound. All right. Outside parties being influenced by energies or entities for you. Um, you shield daily for who this one's applying for. You are shielded and protected. However, your friends, your family, things like that are not, which is why some of them have been acting out towards you. You're the one that needs to introduce them to shielding. Um, because some people don't know. You know, I didn't grow up learning it every day in my home. So I mean, you learn it when you learn it in life. But these outside parties are trying to take you back to where you just grew from or keep you from moving forward. I have a lack of a romantic relationship causing self-worth triggers for someone here. Just because there isn't a person that's in your 3D energy right now doesn't mean you aren't worthy of one. And when you start saying that about yourself and feeling that about yourself is when that's the energy you put on yourself. And then other people start to see you that way too a lot. So just your build up mission. Spirit's like you got shadow work of in the mirror every day. I am worthy. I am wonderful. I am this. I am all that in a bag of motherfucking chips. Like say it, say it loud. Okay. You're being aligned with someone. Once this is these wounds, like I was saying, why they want you to do that is once this self-worth wound is out of the way, they can bring somebody in. But especially if you just did a whole bunch of shadow work and jumped a bunch of vibrations, it's where it's like, this is me, this is my badass self. Yeah, and you're like, and you're loving it. It's where it's like, yeah, that's who you're supposed to be. But because somebody wasn't right there to be like, yeah, you are, you're like, wait a second, maybe not. So you're like, no, don't doubt just because somebody hasn't moved into the room yet. Like, give it a minute. I've got energetic cutting and blocking recommended for part of this collective, especially if you've been moving away from old groups or if old groups have been being removed from you. Please have faith in the future that is coming. I've got vision changes for those of you who have been doing vision changes in the collective. So some of you have been seeing, and it's coming through for different people. So I'm going to go through these. What resonates for you is going to resonate for you. The vision changes. We have energetic codes. So these are being in your eye. They look like either a C. I have one that's a swirl, one that's a 6, and then for some of you it was ascending, others it was a descending spiral. These had either energetic codes if you were looking at them, light refractions, kaleidoscopy type images, or geometric shapes, because you're getting these spiritualized, and based on the work that you do is what you'll be able to see and comprehend afterwards. So for some of you, it looked like a C. You were at the beginning for a lot of you. You have self-focus, connecting to the divine, and then gifts. Those of you where it was a swirl, you have overdue shadow work. So deeper shadow work is blocking you. And then your energy work, we have lack of meditation or just effort put into it. Once you put the effort into it, then you will get into your gifts. For those where it was the number 6, we have spiritual balance. You are working on yourself and awareness and you are aware of gifts as well, and you're pursuing, actively working on those. You have multiple gifts coming to you this year, as long as you stay on this path. Multiple ascensions possible for someone here, as well as multiple different spirit guide troops. For those of you where it was the spiral, you finished at least your first soul ascension. This is access to next dimension. Some of you are going under demonic battle or taking a student under your wing. This is part of a soul ascension. Those of you that are on that level, looking to be able to take a trip to heaven. Alrighty, that is all the messages for the month of March and energy. So we are finally ready to do the reading. Woo! For those who were just like, I want the reading. For those of you like the astrology and the energy work, there we go. Astrology is important. It's a shame we don't learn it in school anymore. Alright, we're going to get into the chakra energy here. What do we have for the collective? Reminder, this is the general collective. So it's natural for some parts to fit and some parts not to. It's because multiple messages are coming through. Please take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. I've got accepted. Oh. Yeah, it's not the card that we're taking, but Spirit has a message with it. Acceptance here. That it's supposed to end. Yeah, completion. You've been settling in life. Always, a lot of you making sure other people were tended to. And there's been a neglect of self that Spirit's been asking you to take care of. Why do you accept less? Alright, workaholic. Yeah, that's a fun energy. And then destiny. So I'm saying there's a big group of the collective that could be on the next level in this ascension if they would just start even putting 5 minutes towards meditation every day and protecting themselves. A lot of people don't realize they're being fucked with energetically. Blue workaholic. Oh shit, I passed it. Alicia. There it is. We got it. Alrighty. Brad Blueberry. While I worked, my life happened. The legend. Brad Blueberry paints and paints and paints. He has no time for anything other than perfecting his art. An elder blueberry reminds Brad that one day he will be old and shriveled too, so he'd better live life to the fullest. Brad takes the advice and discovers that having fun enriches and sharpens his art. He finds out that life is what makes work valuable. Inspiration. Are you waiting to complete your career before you live your life? Busy work may be helping you hide from real issues. Personal inquiry. Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Here, let's see. Sorry, my hand moved it. My bad. Personal inquiry. Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Is there something important that I'm avoiding doing? Key ideas. Feelings of inadequacy. Transformation indicated. Not being fulfilled by work. Heeding warnings. Refreshing your mind to improve your work. Keywords. Talent, fun, and friends. For your meditation. Imagine completing something you're excited about. Now stretch your arms out. Become aware that you are floating on water. The water is at the perfect temperature, in harmony with your body. The lady in the lake is holding you. Feel yourself twirling freely and playing in this space. She invites you to relax into her. Enjoy. Someone here hasn't taken a break. It's like when you're not at a physical job, you're working at your house, you're working at your mom's house, you're working at your friend's house. You're helping everybody with their projects. And Spirit's like, I need you to just sit and breathe. Hey, dear live stream. Oh, thank you for stopping by to say hi. All right, let's get into the tarot. All right, others of you, you are using work to avoid your feelings, your shadow work. Somebody is like, any excuse to not be home. You've got somebody who will just stop by. You're like, I don't want you to just stop by. Don't do that. All right. Four of Pentacles. Stuck in reserve. Others of you working hard just to build that financial stability here. Nine of Pentacles and Page of Cups. I have just emotional weakness right now for the collective, pulling into that burnout. Others of you are looking at an apology coming through because someone talked shit about you while you were building your best life. They didn't understand what you couldn't see, or heard things and just decided to repeat it. We're gonna get a little bit more on this. Yeah. Somebody didn't move forward in life because they didn't think that they could do it. They couldn't achieve it. You were too worried about what other people would say. You avoided a career that would have made you happier. A life that would have made you way happier. Two of Wands. And now you're looking at it like, can I live that life too? And Spirit's like, yeah. New lifetime. You leave that old one behind you. For some of you, we've got age being a factor, time being somewhere. But this is all about, you can live as many lives as you want to while you're here. Why limit yourself to just one if your soul's going somewhere else? Have you accomplished enough in other areas? Spirit's asking you. Have you accomplished enough in other areas of your life to where now you believe in yourself? Nine of Pentacles and Six of Cups. Oh, Lordy. Work. For somebody, it's just, yeah, you realize you really do work your life away. For someone here, your child even, the children even suffer for it. But it's, you feel like you don't have a choice. Spirit's asking you, is there a talent or anything you could use to bring even a um, partial supplementary income? This partial one may become your primary one later, but can you do it temporary? Sorry, we lost our card. Ugh. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, I just pulling into emotional. Um, someone lacks faith during times where spirit's like, please don't give up. Just because you get nervous, just because you're scared, please don't give up. They've got you going through some reminders and some testing, asking you to do some journaling about your growth because of where they want to take you here. Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the World. Something that you always wanted got put on pause, and Spirit wants to give it to you. Spirit wants to give it to you, and it's like, please just work with us. Others of you, I have you in this just working, and I get it because of the cost of living. Like, who can afford not to? Others of you, you're contracted in at it. You've got 60 hours a week. You know what I mean? Um, but you're gonna fall behind on ascension work if you can't just start scheduling even 5 minutes a day of meditation. So that's just what Spirit's warning you. Um, especially if you are somebody who is connected and gifted already, trying to stay in the fine tuning with it. Making sure that you're listening to the right things. For someone here, you started listening to an energy that's not what it claims to be. So we've got this wound. Spirit wants you to, why you didn't follow it the first time, embarrassed coming out. You may have been made fun of as a kid for this, liking this, wanting this career, especially voice. Seriously, someone's voice, and Spirit's asking, um, do you need like a stadium full, or would you be cool if you started like a YouTube page or something like that and could just have a little group that heard you then? You know what I mean? But are you going to stand brave enough to share it with people you know, or are you going to rely on people you don't? You know what I mean? Some of you are very scared of what your local collective, meaning friends, family, community around you, would think or speak about you in a pursuit of something you just love to do. Courageous and calm. What Spirit needs you to do is stay calm, being courageous, especially if you're someone who suffers from, we'll say, anxiety, or lets fear and doubt creep in. If Spirit's taking you somewhere, what do you have to doubt? And who cares what other people say, right? Hello, Cesar. Oh, I love you too. But who cares what other people have to say? Someone, you're stronger now than you were then, and that's why Spirit wants you to do this. Separated. Those of you that are dealing with the groups, and if spirit's removing them, it's for a reason. Others of you, try not to feel like you have to hide this from your friends. Your true friends, you know, aren't yet dishonest, lying, blocked, separated, blocked. They can't support you and love you for who you are, then they shouldn't be here. Others of you, this is that apology coming back around. This person that you blocked and that you're separated from is coming back around to say, I'm sorry for how I treated you, viewed you, or things I said about you. I would specifically for things I spoke upon your life. That came through. Healing, healed, healer, and you are enough. Some of you, this is your natural talent. You, a lot of my collective that I'm tapping into, you have a light in you, and it just hurts you. I have someone with loyalty here where it was like, I would never say these things about you while you were pursuing your best life. I would never, wish these things upon you. Sucker trap. Somebody's facing bad karma for what they said about you. Wished upon you. Especially if you walked away from them, or, spirit was like, you listened. For some of you, that was the test, walking away from your friends. For some of you, yeah, these people had addictions. And others of you, this was disbelief, doubt, make fun of you, things like that. Whoa. Yeah. Solar plexus and confusion. You love what other people say cause this block in your chakra energy. And unfortunately, I feel like you led yourself. Spirit says you led yourself to a job you don't fucking like, and you're working a lot of way. And we want you to start listening to me so that you can start and get into a better path. That's the energy. Yeah, just like that. You need to reflect though, because you've got a block in there. So you don't trust your gut like you used to. The feelings aren't the same, if you can remember. That's why if you can tap into or go back and do some of those shadow work exercises that we're talking about, a time when you listened and a time you didn't. You need to remember when you didn't and remember the time you did. Strengthen it so that when this you've got something coming towards you that spirit wants you to work on. It just has to do with you and part of your life purpose for why you incarnated to be here. You walked away from part of your life purpose. Think, see, speak, create. Please protect your energy right now. Spirit's taking you through a portal. So in life right now where it's to this new chapter for you, back to one that's going to be more prosperous, more filling, just better in so many ways. But while you're in this energetic phase, making sure that things that people are thinking about you, speaking about you, aren't connecting to you. And if you don't shield, when people say things like, I hope you fail, that energy sticks on you. And it adds that negative energy into what you're making. But especially if you're the one who does it to yourself. There's no stronger magician in your life than you. And if you're the one who's casting with, I can't, I'm not, I don't know how, you know, especially the person in the, or the group in the collective that is doing um, the I can't communicate, I can't connect. You're not as blocked as you think you are. Spiritual gifts. Talking about those being activated. Yeah, I guess that's the best way you could explain it. Being earned is what's happening. Right now, everybody's got these imprints. You know where you are based on what I was talking about with the vision earlier. And as you do the work, you get the gifts. But Spirit's trying to reward you in a big way if you just head towards your purpose in life. Whatever your purpose is supposed to impact more than just yourself. Something as simple as staying on a YouTube page. You may only ever have 10,000 subscribers, right? It's probably not going to be that small, but I'm going to go small for you. 10,000 subscribers. But for those 10,000 people, they love hearing your song, honey. It makes them happy. Do you need millions, or do you just need to live your purpose? Eventually, that can turn, money profit for you. But until then, ooh, we've got no, they are lying again. So this person coming back around, if they try to have someone trying to not hold themselves accountable for how they treated you while you were, especially if you did tell them about a pursuit, or if you've already started walking this path. I have someone who's walking this path, and some of your friends you had to let go of, and now they're coming back around to be like, sorry for what so and so said. I heard this and that. I wouldn't say that about you, but they did. Broken cycle or curse. You can see through their bullshit. You may not have been able to before. For some of you, this person was an energetic or telepathically manipulator. That, you know what I mean. This person, or just very gifted with words for others. When they, either charmed with, they have an ego. They are not as charmed as they think they are, but yeah, big ego, whoever that is. I think because of how much damage they've done with gossip and slander, they really honestly think that they can make anybody think anything. So even when they're sitting there and someone's like, I don't believe a word you're saying, in their mind, they're delusional to the point where they're like, no, they believe me. If they had if they've spoken against you, for some of you, they did, other people have seen whatever the lies, the rumors were. We're going to pull another one. And if this is what you're, if you're at the point where people are talking about you, the energy that you're heading into is this one. Remember, general collective, place it where you're at, on which level. So just find comfort in that. Spirit's asking you to find comfort in that. If you're at the phase where your ex-friends are talking shit about you, understand, especially while you're embracing your true purpose in life, understand the shit that was said. People are going to see the truth eventually. We've got generational cycle or curse. A lot of you breaking parental limitations put on you. Again, as a child, you can't do this. You shouldn't do this. You're not pretty enough to do this. You're not smart enough to do this. You're not whatever enough to do this. That you believed. That's not what you're supposed to be in life. That's a silly dream for you to have for someone here. And your parents should have never told you that because it's not a silly dream. I bet being an astronaut and flying to a moon sounded like a really silly dream at one point in time. Now how many people have a dream? You got Soul Tribe and Pray and Connect More. You're bringing in your new group of friends as you get to this next phase. Scorpio in reverse underneath that. Part of the collective is stuck in their rebirth because they won't finish their shadow work, soul work, and connection work. And unfortunately, where you're stuck at, you are very open to lower frequencies. So just be mindful of where your thoughts are coming. Spirit wants you to practice that pause more. If you think something dark, why are you thinking it? Because your soul is a natural light. Know your worth. Again, that's the one that needs, and in that solar plexus, your purpose here is important. Your multiple purposes. Energetic connections, 3D connections. That's at your soul tribe, that's coming through. Learning your spirit guides for some of you here, big, but new friends that are gonna support you, that see you in your light and love your dreams and are there for you. That's what you're bringing in. Some of you, you've got 3D connections like that already. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be all of them. I've got a hermit phase ending for part of the collective here. You were alone. Messages from spirit guides. Make sure you're still able to receive those. They come at you. It's just whether or not you can receive them. But being open to receive these. As we get moving, spring's going to be big here for the collective. This last month is just really fine-tuning of self and connection. We're going to go ahead and grab you guys an affirmation here. I'm going to grab you 3. 1, 2. I remember I am worthy of asking for help and receiving support. And here's a little yoga pose that goes with it. It's pretty simple. These are all low intense ones. I have a couple of decks, but right. I am creating more space for me. Yes, you are. And stand in that. Don't be afraid to peacock from time to time. I have someone here who's learning how to have a healthy ego. You're very right. I feel that for you. And it's like you're learning how to have a healthy ego. And it's good to peacock from time to time, to show pride of self and who you are and your abilities. I am brave. I have practice. Someone who's going to be getting in front of their camera phone, even if it's once a day or something like that, and just practicing so that you can get comfortable with it. Definitely a few people in the collective that have gifts that are supposed to, they bring joy to other people's lives. Now, it may not be YouTube, some of you have TikTok or something like that, but let's grab you guys your stone and then we'll go through that one. Yeah, because that one I'm going to do by Zodiac. So hold on, let's pull you guys your stone. Stones. Sorry. Sodalite, mental integration. Especially as we go through this month, we're going to be integrating a lot as we clear. If you're willing to reflect and release, do those shadow works that we were talking about. We're doing this fine tuning right now. But this change in mental thought, how you think about yourself in your life, the self-worth, wounds that we need to really get rid of and just bring light into. Black obsidian, soul cleansing. True self on the back of this one. If you want to, feel free to rewind and pause that after the live. You can actually pull energy off of stones. You can do that through, that's why I hold those as long as I do. Averaging on top. Emotional calm. It's all about the self-love for you. Especially as you loving yourself and your confidence. Someone's really learning how to nurture themselves. You weren't ever taught how. For someone here, you were shot down. Like anytime you had pride in self, you were shot down as a child. Told like, no, that's being egotistical or something like that. And it's like, no. You have programming from a parent that's very toxic to you. All right. Aries, what's your card? Courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Courage for Aries. I didn't hold that very long. I'm sorry. Yeah, realized. Just in case you guys pull your own messages. Taurus got true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Especially if you've got this shadow wound that you need to release. That's the offering Spirit's asking for. Please give me your pain. I want to take it from you and help you turn this into something else. Gemini. Gemini got two. Deepening. Once you're on Earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. And faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Spirit put somebody on block here from being able to connect with people, and it was for a reason. As long as you finish addressing what Spirit asked you to in self, you'll be able to reconnect again soon in a romantic relationship. Others of you didn't want to. You know what I mean? Spirit's asking you to give up your solo path. I love a good lone wolf. So I get you. I do better on my own. You know what I mean? But Spirit's like, I got something good for you. You might find something worth howling with. Right? I'll surprise you yet. That's what the Spirit said. Bet. Alright. Cancer. What we got for Cancer? Freedom. Or second guess. There was a second guess for somebody. But it caused a lot of regret. Alright, freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yeah, especially if you feel that you doubted something and it's like you have to do something about it. Either make a change. If you can pursue the doubt that you want and it's for you, go for it. Otherwise, let it the fuck go. Like, shit it or get off the pot's coming through. Spirit's kind of tired of you whining about it. I have spirits giving you, no offense, multiple. I've got a year or more. For some of you, this is more than 1 year, where it's quite regularly, quite regularly, and every time spirits like, this is what you can do, this is what you can do, this is what you can do, to the point where it's like, you are the one keeping yourself stuck to this shit. All right, let's move on to Leo. Trust. Ooh. I like this for you. Yay. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings. Or sorry. Trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. You've got multiple good beings being sent your way in the 3D world. I've got a group of friends, sister, brotherhood energy. For some of you, after you establish these friendships, is when you find your next, you're going to be doing the love one, the love trust fall. Right. So, but congratulations. Especially new friends and all that kind of stuff. Someone here is making friends at a new job. Alright. Virgo, companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. For some of you, you feel like your counterpart or your friend or whoever, I've got an energy, we're going to say it's this one here, doesn't really appreciate you. You feel very taken for granted right now. So, and it's like you do more. For someone, you keep doing more for this person and expecting them to give you praise, and they don't give you praise, and it's causing an offset. Oh, welcome back, dear live. But it's always like, quit doing it then. Oh, sorry, I went all blurred. Did I do it to the camera, or is it there we go. But just doing things with the primary focus of praise very rarely gives long-term satisfaction. So if that is something that you are programmed to do, Spirit's asking you to work on this now, because this is going to be a lifelong battle for you, where you consistently want to clean things, make things, fix things, and do things for people to get them to praise you and love you. And it should be from a purity of your heart, out of need, want, a desire to do it, not for people to praise you. Others of you are looking at bringing in that friendship energy, those replacements for you. Moving into Libra. Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Sorry. But gratitude brings in the divine at a very, very rapid frequency, if you were unaware of that. For part of the collective, someone here is going to start practicing, excuse me, I'm sorry, the gratitude more. We talked about it in the shadow work earlier, but just thank you for my lessons. Thank you for where I am in life. Thank you for food. Thank you for water. Thank you for the roof over my head, clothing, the essentials in life. The more you pray with gratitude in your life, the more that gets brought into your life. For someone here, your cup's empty, and it's like, start with being grateful for a cup in the first place. That's how you start to fill it. How did the cup get empty in the first place? And then give gratitude. Alright. Let's get into Scorpio. Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me with your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. I like this energy for you. It's like, because I've got a couple different levels of Scorpios present right now, but especially for someone who's already done the ascension, you're kind of like, the surprise factor is always pretty awesome. For those of you that are just at this point where it's like, I've got this complete surrender, and like anytime I'm trying to plan it, like I'm so excited for you to plan it, divine, like, and for me to just listen, because I know it's gonna be bomb diggity. You know what I mean? Divine wants better than what you got planned for yourself. You know what I mean? And I've got somebody who's just in this full release, and I'm all about it. Yeah, I've been through those phases too. So. But hell yeah. Embracing the cosmic womb. Alright, Sagittarius. I like this. Some of you are very ballsily pursuing your true life path. Yeah. Let's get to Sagittarius. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. You are doing pretty good at soul school this year so far. But being you, honey. I'm sorry I didn't leave it very long. I don't think I did the last one, but just in case you can receive the message. Embracing it. Let's get to Capricorn. Oh, weight and heaviness. Hey. Guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. This is this hone-in. Spirit's trying to take you in this new direction. Be careful wherever I'm connecting to with this energy. The energy you're connected to isn't a spiritual, gifted person, but they don't always do good things with their gifts. I have someone who was energetically aggressive You have an energetic attacker in your energy, so just be careful. Alright. Moving on to Aquarius. Ooh. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Depending on where you're at with this awakening, I'm excited. Somebody's about to peel back the veil. They haven't done it yet. They're about to. Um, Others of you have been on this ride and getting new perceptions. I'm very intrigued. I have an Aquarius friend of mine that I think they have a new gift to tell me about. But I have a third eye break open. Aquarius is looking to get visions this month. You may be at work, you may be driving, walking, whatever, and it's like a video just starts playing of something. Downloads nonstop. And we're going to be moving into Pisces. Right now, stay in the personal. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. For part of my collective, we're addressing the balance and flow, and what your life looks like balanced. It's not what everybody else's life looks like balanced, because everybody's life looks balanced differently. But the pressures of what other people think you should be doing with your time or your energy are really weighing on you. Spirit's trying to get you to move past that this month. Release yourself from others' views and obligations of yourself. They put expectations on you. Don't let them weigh you down. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and grab a prayer for you guys. You guys have a lot that's good for you right now. Stop avoiding yourself or these last residual wounds. With work is what Spirit's really trying to get you guys to clear up, because the more clear you are, the more guided, connected, just the better you feel. And it'll help keep the lower vibrational entities away. Right. Some people, sorry, before I go to that one, Spirit want to take me. Some of you have very good spiritual armor, but your 3D emotional armor is not as tough. And so just working on deflecting what people have to say about you. 69. God, fill me with your light. Shine a light on any darkness or negativity I need to release. Amen and Asante. Especially those who are like, yeah, we're feeling the self-worth in some way, that kind of issue. But, don't know where it's coming from. Why do I all of a sudden feel unattractive? Or why all of a sudden do I not feel like I, worth associated, that came through. Because a lot of people associate their worth to different 3D items, and Spirit wants you to pull back from that. 3D items come and go. The only thing that's constant is the energy, you know, you. All right. I hope that this helped you guys in some way or fashion. If you are going to bed for the night, have sweet dreams. If you are waking up for the day, have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be doing 9 cards this week for the Zodiac reads. I'm going to be doing a 9-card spread. We'll be pulling the energy surrounding you with guidance and clarifiers. Um, Thanks for hanging out. Let me know how the energies are affecting you guys. If you've been doing the shadow work, if you do this, how you're feeling with it. I love to hear from you guys. So go ahead and comment below or when you get a chance. All right. I love you guys so much. Bye. Oh, wait. I'm going to hang out for a second. Does anybody have anything to say? I forgot. I'll clean up. I forgot about that. Is everybody having a good day? Good weekend? Are we excited for March? I switched to green for March. You can slightly see the banner I had up. I'm gonna have to hang it lower. Dang it. I just noticed that. I'm like getting into the let's decorate. Decorate. Is your live stream still on? Or do you pop off again? Pop off. Alrighty. I'm thinking we're not gonna be talking. Right. I'm good with that. Okay, you know, I always feel bad. That's happened so many times where I go and like oops. Alright. Bye guys, I love you. Have a great week ahead. Great. If I don't get to talk to you before next month, in case you just stick around for, you know, come for the months with astrology. Right, because everybody likes their readings, and so I'm like, oh, I don't know. Anyways, but if I don't get to see you again until next month, I hope you have a fabulous March. Facts. Alright. Bye, guys.